Final Fantasy VII was the very first RPG I ever played. I found it through. I had a subscription to some off-brand like video game magazine. I don't remember the name of it, and it had a cover story for Final Fantasy VII. I believe it was Cloud with the iconic picture with him with the sword on his back, and he's staring up at the Shinra building. And I said, "What in the hell?" And turned the book open, found the page, read about the game, and I was instantly hooked. Instantly. And a buddy of mine, he was a friend. His father was actually the gym coach, so there was some trust in there. I told him about the game. He said, "Oh, I wanted to get that game too. I'm going to get it." And I said, "Where do you get it from?" And he goes, "Oh, I have a store, basically, like whatever, by his house. I got a place, I got a spot." And I said, "Oh, can you get it for me?" And he said, "Yeah, give me the money." And I said, "You got it." Like you, I don't think kids from that day, kids like indoor kids from the 90s understand. Like sometimes you just did stuff, like you just handed stuff over, and you just hope. You don't even hope for the best. I just had this, like he's a friend, he won't screw me over. But I legit went home. I got all my money together. I think it was like $60 something. I took it to school. I handed him the money. He said, "Okay." That day he went off. And for the rest of the week, he just didn't say anything. And I was just waiting. And I would ask him, like, "Hey, did you get the game yet?" "No, I didn't get to go yet." And I was like, did this guy rob me? Did I just hand over money for no reason? But then Friday, he comes in with no joke, a brown paper bag. He walked over to my desk.
His story gets better and better.
He walked over to my desk. He didn't say anything to me. He walked to my book bag, unzipped it a little bit, and just pushed his hand into the bag. I heard it fall, and then he walked away. And I was like, what the hell? So I turn around like a damn narc and just like rip my bag open, and I see the game, and I was like elated. So I don't think I've been that happy as a child. I was so excited. I didn't listen to a lesson. I couldn't tell you a thing about that day besides when I got the game and then when I opened it when I got home. I was so excited. I read the manual front to back before I played the game. I was just like edging to play the game. I was just like, what else does this book have to tell me before I experience this lovely game? Just I licking my finger for real. Just like, oh my God. And this was back in the day when they had full color, like informational books that came with games.
It was the peak of it. Yeah, it was the highest of highs for it. It was also amazing. Like it was a 3-disc game, so it came in that thick.
It was the thick package. Like, what the hell is this? What was brick? What is this brick of game that I'm getting?